Hi Year 8, so I wanted to make a quick video about giving opinions in Spanish on the topic of sports and activities, because that's what we've been doing in term 5 in our home learning. So what I've got for you at the moment was your week 1 lesson 2 work. So it was the second worksheet from the first week of term 5, and I'm going to start by looking at task number 2. So this is just looking at what some of the opinion words mean in English. I'm going to talk through what those are and how they change if they do need to change. So, adoro. We haven't actually seen this one in class very much, but it looks very much like the word adore in English. And obviously, if it's got an O on the end, it's I. So, I adore. You could say I love. That would be absolutely fine. Me encanta is the word that we've learned for I love. Me gusta mucho. So it's either I like a lot or I really like. Me gusta, I like, so it's exactly the same as the one above but without the mucho. Me da igual, okay, igual looks a bit like equal, okay, so it's equal, you don't really care, yeah. Me da igual is I don't mind or I don't care. No me gusta mucho. So me gusta mucho was I really like. No me gusta mucho is I don't really like. No me gusta, just I don't like. No me gusta nada, I don't like at all. Or I really don't like. Odio and detesto are both the same. I hate, or you could say for this one, I detest if you wanted to. Okay, so the ones ending in O, which we've got A, I and J, those ones are look how we expect a Spanish verb to look. So when it's I do something, it's got an O on the end of the verb. Odio, detesto, adoro. So those ones work as normal. All of the other ones you can see are a little bit weird because they end in A. These are something called impersonal verbs, which means they don't work in the normal way that we're used to with a Spanish verb. So if I'm saying, I'm going to use me gusta as an example because it's the easiest one. If I'm saying I like Spanish, I would need me gusta el español. If I was saying, however, I like cats, I would say me gustan los gatos. Okay, so for all of the other ones, if you're talking about something that's more than one thing, then you would put an N after it. Okay, so that's the way those work. All of them do that. Me encanta, me encantan. Me gusta, me gustan. Me gusta, me gustan. Me da or me dan, igual. No me gusta or no me gustan mucho. For each of those as well. No me gusta, no me gustan, and no me gusta or no me gustan nada. So hopefully those make sense. Those are all on your vocab list on Google Classroom and in your booklet at home if you need to revise any of those. But there's a nice variety there for you to use. We're now going to put these into some sentences. So on the following page of the same worksheet, after task 3, just before you get to task 4, I've given you this box. Now some of you got a little bit confused by this, so I'm going to briefly talk through it. When you give an opinion about something, you've got 2 different ways that you can do that. So you can either say, I like to do this, or I like doing this. So I like playing football, or I like to play football. I like doing sports. I like doing martial arts. I hate doing cycling, etc., etc. Or you can just say, I like the thing, without the saying to do part. So I like cycling, I hate martial arts, I like golf, I really like basketball. Okay, so in Spanish there's only a slight difference here. We always start with our opinion phrase, so whether we like it, love it, hate it, whatever, and that's exactly the same for both of these. If we're saying I like doing it, we need our verb to do or to play in here. Okay, so I like to do or I like doing, and then we say our activity. So I've got 2 examples here. I like to do cycling. I don't like to do martial arts. I've translated this wrong here. This should be I don't like. Okay, That's our first way to do it. The only slight difference here, as you can see, the purple word, the opinion word, and the green word are still here, but we need our el or la or los or las for this second option. So if you don't want to say I like doing cycling, you just want to say I like cycling, you would say I like the cycling, or I don't like the martial arts. Again, that's translated wrong. Okay, and as we said before, because martial arts, it's more than one martial art, it's plural, so I put an N on the end of gusta. So when we say I like to do something, we don't need an N because it's just to do it. But when we say I like martial arts is plural. So it's quite wordy for that part, so I'm going to show you that in some examples. Okay, so I like to do sailing, and I like, we're going to break this into sections. I like to do sailing. So me gusta, to do is hacer, navegación is sailing. Okay, nice and easy. I hate canoeing. Now because we haven't got the word to do, we're going to need to say I hate the canoeing. So I hate, we've got two options. We can say odio or detesto the canoeing, which is el piragüismo. This is the harder one to spell. You can use your vocab list if you need to for this. This is not a test. For our next one, I love to do martial arts. Okay, I love, me encanta, to do, hacer, martial arts. Sorry, artes marciales. So they swap the word order around in Spanish. They say arts martials because they use our describing word after the noun. Okay, I really don't like, or I don't like at all, horse riding. And remember, because we've not got to do, we have to say I really don't like the horse riding. No me gusta nada la equitación. I really don't like the horse riding. I don't like to do skiing. No me gusta is I don't like. To do, hacer, skiing, esquí. And our last one, I really like to do mountain biking. Me gusta mucho to do, hacer, mountain biking. We say cycling of the mountain, el ciclismo. Oops, apologies, we don't need that el. To do, mountain biking, ciclismo de montaña. So I almost made an error here. If we didn't have this to do, we would need our L. Okay, so we either have to do or we have the. I really like to do mountain biking. Okay, hopefully that makes those structures make a little bit more sense. It's only really through practice that you will really get the hang of it.